Ready. You're now tuned into the Fight God Show.
It's the Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Talking boxing, wrestling, and UFC, BKFC, MMA, and WWE. Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Boxing, wrestling, and UFC, MMA, BKFC, and WWE. If it's a fight, gloves on, fist taped to bare knuckles. The gloves come off when we break down the scuffle. The place to be when you looking for a rumble. We see legacies made and watch foundations crumble. Beat them clean. I ain't the one to mess with. I snap on the beat like I checked the leg kick. Prodigies, who gon' be the next pick? Show the whole world something they can be impressed with. Fight Gods, this ain't your normal. Fight hard, this ain't for mortals. Talking boxing, wrestling, and UFC, BKFC, MMA, and WWE. Fight Gods, this ain't your normal. Fight hard, this ain't for mortals. Boxing, wrestling, and UFC, MMA, BKFC, and WWE.
What's up, everybody? Willie G in the house. Got Nick Lee with me, Nico, Ben the Stash. We're here to talk about WrestleMania. What's up, fellas? Not everybody at once. Nick, I'll start with you, bro. What's going on, man? Doing all right? Chilling, man. Chilling.
Fantastic, man. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Awesome,
Big weekend.
Awesome, bro. Nico, what's going on, man?
Cool, man. It's good to be back. How you boys doing tonight? Ben, what's poppin', brother?
Dude, and shit. I was just saying before we came on the air that I still don't have a clue what I think is going to happen this weekend, but let's fucking go for it.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah. Nico, Nick, what'd you guys think of the intro?
I couldn't see it.
I love it. Was that new?
Yeah, brand new. Tonight's the premiere.
Could anybody hear
it?
Going with it?
You couldn't see it or hear it?
It was a little choppy.
Nope.
What?
No, the music
whole
didn't
thing.
The music didn't come
It was
through?
a little choppy, but it was great. It was fantastic. You guys missed it. It was amazing. It was amazing.
You guys are
If I
killing me.
saw it, it's going to be on the show.
Video
Don't worry.
in its entirety. The intro video was perfect, but I didn't hear the song that goes with it.
Look,
I think only I could hear it, but it
we
played.
can all beat around the bush, man. This is my return right now, Will. This has been a shit show since I came here.
Bro.
I don't know what's going on.
I could hear it and see it perfectly.
This is crazy.
I could hear it and see it perfectly, so I'm sure it played.
You told me that when I
Guaranteed.
came back, you were going to roll the red carpet out, and this is some bullshit.
No, man. We rolled out the purple carpet. Royalty. So, anyway, fellas, WrestleMania, day 1, Saturday, day 2, Sunday. Nick, you know, like most of North Carolina is probably not even going to watch day 1 because of Duke and Carolina playing.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I might have to DVR a bit of it. That's a big game.
Horrible time for for WrestleMania to happen in North Carolina. I don't give a crap about basketball, but a lot of people around here are definitely going to be watching that. But
yeah, dude, that's like the biggest college basketball game maybe ever, considering it's Coach K's potential last game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the first
it's not
time
even
they've
North
ever.
Carolina. This is nationwide.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, this is big. Yeah.
I got the Arizona. I've been trying to cut back on the Coca-Cola, fellas.
All right.
Arizona's all right. It's got the ginger
There's
ale.
going to be a
Improve it to
portion of
99
fans
cents.
in Dallas watching this game, probably in the stadium on the phones.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's see.
Gas
Let's
is like
open up-
$5 a gallon, but Arizona iced teas are still 99 cents, bro.
Come on, man. Got to stay
Damn
true.
right.
Rolling
Damn
strong.
right, bro. Ben's got the root beer going. Oh, shit, man. Ben,
Dr. Pepper, bro.
Okay. Is it still snowing? Nice.
No, it's just raining today. It's like 30 degrees and raining, so
Yeah, it rained here, too. It's kind of warm, but it rained.
it's better than the shitty snow that we've been dealing with.
Yeah, I feel you on that. All right, let's go around the horn. Nick, what's the one thing you're looking forward
I
to
have
the most
so
for
many hot
WrestleMania?
takes. I have so many hot takes for Mania. We can't even jump right out the gate with them. I'm gonna wait till we get to the matches.
Let's start though. What's the thing you're most excited about, looking forward to for this weekend?
It's clearly obvious the most stupendous main event in WrestleMania history. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, title for title. Let's go.
Stupendous. All right, Nico, what are you most excited about for WrestleMania, man?
I want to know who Seth Rollins is going to be going against. That's what I'm most excited for.
And Ben, how about you?
I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't say I'm most excited for my main man, Austin Theory, to steal the spot from everyone at WrestleMania.
There's so many good parts to this, man. I'm very amped up for KO and Stone Cold too.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's where he was going. He said Austin. I'm like, here comes the 316, and he throws out Theory. He threw me off. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys, there's a couple things that I'm looking forward to. I mean, I am excited about the Brock and Roman match. Don't get me wrong, but we've seen it a lot of times by now, so that kind of like doesn't make me quite as.
It's fire every time. It's fire.
It is no, it's good every time. I'm gonna tell you honestly, and I just was thinking about this when I asked the question. I didn't even have an answer until I just asked. The match, I think that. Let me see something real quick. I think the match that I'm looking forward to the most is that I really hope that they're going to give Bianca Belair the title back. I really am looking forward to her actually getting her rematch because it was kind of bullshit the way they did it. And then they've just kind of like snubbed her for, I don't know, 9 months, 8 months. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Oh no!
If I'm not being stupid,
Becky's hair, man. Her cutting Becky's
if I'm not
hair
being stupid, I'm looking forward to Edge and AJ Styles, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a good card. I mean, it's not as good as it's been in past years. This is a good card. I think it's gonna be a lot.
You
of
take that back. This is a stupendous card.
There's a word of the night, and it's stupendous.
Definitely stupendous. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. I don't even know because like Wikipedia, they're crazy and they put whatever. According to them, Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair is gonna be the first match of Saturday night.
Oh wow!
Fuck it, let's
go
for
it. I can see it. They try to put something exciting on first. Usually,
you got to open up strong.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
I thought that they were gonna have R-Truth marry both couples. I thought that's
Jesus Christ, I forgot about that.
Is that going to be like the whatever pre-show or whatever?
I don't know, bro.
Probably not, dude. They'll probably put a title fight on the pre-show for Christ's sake.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, before we get to this match, I mean, Finn isn't on the card and Ricochet's not on the card. It just really shows that the U.S. and Intercontinental titles don't mean anything at all.
Yeah.
Poor old Ricochet.
No.
Yeah, for real. And like,
well, I brought this up to you earlier in the week about the IC title. They just ignore it completely. What did I just say to you? I can't remember a time the IC title was defended on a pay-per-view since WrestleMania last year. I don't remember a single one.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
In a year, I don't think they've defended it on a pay-per-view.
Well, Shinsuke was the champ, and he would just lose on TV every week, right?
I know it's the TV title now. That's it. Yeah. It's a TV title.
I don't even know when that was. No, I know you do. I don't even know when that was. What, like 7-8 years ago, when John Cena did all that work and heavy lifting to bring the U.S. title back to mean something.
Yep.
And that shit has gone right out the window. Now it's just like it just became a joke. But
and what did Miz do with the IC title? Miz made the IC title fucking amazing again, and then they fucking right in the garbage.
Yes.
Yep. Or even Nico, you remember? And I specifically remember your status when Rusev beat Sheamus for the U.S. title, and you wrote, "This can't be real." And your brother's like, "It's not real. It's WWE." But bro, back then, like, it actually was important. Like, you're like, "Oh shit, really?" Like, Rusev's the new champ, and then I mean, it's really fell off since then. But anyway, we'll start it up. Ben, I'm gonna start with you, man. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the women's title, the Raw women's title. Where's this one headed?
Sorry, I was looking up to see if Nick was right. Yeah, it hasn't been defended on television since last year's WrestleMania.
Oh God, on a pay-per-view, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, on a pay-per-view,
secondary title, it's shameful.
And it was even in that, I mean, less than memorable Nigerian drum fight that didn't really use the Nigerian. It didn't even use the drums and anyways, Come back to me. I wasn't listening. Sorry, I was reading.
Bro.
He's still hot about the IC title. I am too.
Becky
It's
or
unbelievable.
Bianca?
Becky or Bianca? Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ben,
Nothing
if I
wrong with
recall correctly from the last show, you're not a fan of this build-up, this story. Becky
I
and
am not.
Bianca. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Because
Yeah,
it
I'm
took
not.
too long, right? You felt like they kind of milked it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with Bianca being a champion. I don't know. I feel like
They could have done a
it
lot
would be
more.
and it would be too obvious to just be like, oh, she gets her win here. She's kind of been like beating the piss out of Becky around every turn and cutting her hair, and like, I don't know. I just feel like Becky might get the win here, and it would be like a little less obvious than people think it'll be. But I don't know. I'm probably dead wrong. I'm probably gonna be dead ass wrong about all my picks tonight. So nobody pick what I'm picking.
All right, Nico, what about you, man?
I'm gonna rock with Bianca. I don't like that they had Becky get her hair cut on Raw though. That makes me feel like they're gonna go with Becky. If they had cut fucking Bianca's ponytail off though, I would know for a fact she was gonna get a WrestleMania moment, and that would have been a big fucking thing. You don't cut no fucking black woman's hair on television like that. That would have been fucking huge. It would have been so big. But they didn't go that way, so nah. I'm gonna still go with Bianca though.
What about you, Nick?
Oh, all right. Here it is. Bianca's gonna win, and I still think there could be some hair cutting involved. But I think Bianca comes out of this strong. And I have a hot take that has to do with this match. If you guys are ready for hot take one of the evening.
Let's
Do
go,
it up, bro.
All right. Becky loses, and Becky will interfere in the Charlotte Rousey match later.
Okay. I can see that.
She's moving on from Bianca. They did a whole. I'm saying she's coming in. She's interfering in that match, and they're gonna start Becky Ronda next.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Calling.
I like it.
That was similar to what I had mentioned a couple weeks back, that I thought that Ronda would lose to Charlotte and fight Becky. That's kind of one of the reasons I thought Becky would win, keep the belt.
I could see that, Ben.
I just feel like both women's champions currently are being portrayed super weak. They're losing basically every shot they get to these girls. Becky had the huge welt across her stomach from the hair whip. She got her hair cut. She had like a real life injury that they kayfabed Bianca did to her. Like, Becky's been made to look like a chump around every corner, and so is Charlotte, equally as much in her build with Ronda.
No,
so
Charlotte, you said that a couple weeks ago, but the last 2 weeks, Charlotte's gotten the best of Ronda, hasn't she? 3 weeks.
I don't know. I haven't watched SmackDown in like 3 months.
She did her dirty in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I could see them going with Becky and then having Asuka return on that Monday.
Yeah, I can see that. Or Bailey. I'm sure both of them are ready.
Ooh, Bailey.
I just feel like Becky especially has been made to look like a chump in this little setup to the feud, like for the feud or whatever.
She's definitely been the chicken shit heel for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm still going with Bianca, but I think,
like I said, I'm probably fucking dead ass
all
wrong.
around then. Bianca all around, huh? All right.
Nah,
I picked Becky.
Oh, you picked Becky. You picked Becky. Okay, okay.
That's all right. But yeah, well, I definitely think this is going to be one of the highlights of the show. I only put like 4 matches up here. That's all that would fit, and that was definitely one that I thought was going to be one of the top matches. Let's see. Next match of the night is supposed to be Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz and Logan Paul in a tag team match. Nick, what's going to happen, bro?
Oh, man. I mean, celebrity match. I mean, celebrity's over strong, right? It's got to be Logan Paul. Logan Paul with the winning pin on Rey Mysterio?
No.
No?
Hell no.
Nico, go ahead. What you got?
Hell no.
Frog
Nico,
splash from the top.
Rey and Dom.
Mysterio.
Rey and Dom. They're going over.
What?
Rey and Dom go over 100%.
I kind of have a hot take on this one, but Ben, what do you have?
Oh, I gotta the Paul brothers are some of the most hated people in Hollywood, period. Like, nobody likes the Paul brothers, dude. People aren't tuning in to watch Logan Paul win at WrestleMania or whatever. Yeah, Logan Paul. They're tuning in to fucking watch the Mysterios get a win here. And how many more WrestleManias does Ray have under his belt before he's gone? I just don't logically see the Paul Miz fucking going over. Like I said, I'm probably dead ass wrong, and they'll let the celebrity get the win. But he's here to take the fall, I think.
And he's cool enough that he will do that. I know that people don't like them. I'm a big Paul fan, and
this isn't me personally. We know for a
he
fact
would like to take the pin in the middle of the ring too, or I can
we
see
know
him
for a fact
turning on Miz because Miz talks shit about Cleveland.
True.
Remember that shit, and he looked very uncomfortable with that spot. I know he's been around since then, and he's been acting cool with the Miz, but I could see him fucking around and turning on Miz.
Did you guys see Raw? Did any of you guys watch Raw
I did.
Closely? Did you see that there seemed to be like a little dissension between him and the Miz on Raw also?
Yeah.
And he was shaking his head when the Miz lost and everything. I think that he will turn on the Miz. And there's a lot of talk of Logan Paul being a full-time WWE performer. Maybe not maybe he's not gonna be on every show, but they are talking about signing him to an extended contract similar to like Brock.
Ronda.
The pay-per-views. Yeah. So
Bad Bunny or some shit where he just shows up and does some spots here and there.
Yeah, for real. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of that match, there's sympathy for the Miz and Logan Paul is the heel. And the Miz, I think the Miz will be the one actually who gets pinned, but I think it'll set up a match with Logan Paul
and the Miz.
Because look, who's going to make Logan Paul look better?
It would set up for a match between those two at whatever the next pay-per-view is.
Unless Dolph Ziggler is going to wrestle against Logan Paul, I don't think anybody's going to make him look better than the Miz will. I mean, I don't think anybody's capable, really.
I guess we'll see what Dolph Ziggler does this weekend, huh?
That's true. So, I am
splash to the center of the ring. Logan Paul, 1, 2, 3.
No,
I would like to see that, Nick. I would like to see that. Let's just
go.
That way. Hell yeah! So, the next match of the night, Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin, singles match. Does anybody have anything to say about this besides Drew McIntyre is gonna fucking destroy this dude?
I got Happy Corbin going over.
Seriously?
Nah, hell no.
All right, cool. All right, we could just keep on rolling.
If it was any other pay-per-view, you could potentially, give Happy Corbin a thought, but Drew never got his WrestleMania win in front of fans. This is, whether it's a big-time win over the champion or at least a win over Happy Corbin, I just see this being like here you go, bro, go out there and fucking mutilate this guy.
Right. Besides Drew and
Corbin has been getting in great fucking shape, though.
He has been
out there.
Well, I mean, plus there's him and Madcap are funny as hell, dude. Like they're such fucking thick and shit bulls. They're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, look, he's undefeated since he's been happy. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Let's not forget that.
Has he been wrestled, dude? I haven't seen him wrestle since he's been happy.
Like a couple times on TV.
That's true.
But, yeah, not much at all. But anyway, let's see what the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Rick Boogs, Nico. What you got, bro?
Usos.
Benjamin.
Usos over strong. Come on.
Nick, Benjamin, what you got?
Really, Ben? That's crazy.
Come on. Stop it.
Take the titles off the Usos? They're that over to
There's
you?
no chance.
The crowd does say Boogs' last name like heavy.
Boo!
Don't mean nothing.
If not now, when? If not now, when?
Yeah.
Doesn't. But now it doesn't even make sense right now.
What are you just going to leave them champion literally forever and never take it off?
Yeah. But the bloodline, if
bloodline over
not
strong.
Now, win. Yeah.
This is it. This is it. If they lose, I think Roman loses.
Yeah, he has to. So they have to win this shit, bro. Because you got to see Roman with both those titles and the Usos with both those titles. The bloodline.
I didn't say that. I mean, if not now, when though?
next year, WrestleMania LA.
No,
That
no,
would be
WWE.
crazy.
I couldn't
Usos
handle another
holding the
year
title
of-
to oh my god.
Usos hold the
couldn't
title
handle
to
another
LA
year.
next year, and then they'll drop it to the Young Bucks next year at WrestleMania in LA.
There you go.
He's crazy.
I'm going with
Will, can you fucking kick him out of here? That's like the worst take I've ever heard.
He
Get him out of here.
He wildin'.
He is.
Get him out of here. I don't like his attitude, Will.
Thank you.
Hey, so anyway, yeah, I'm going with the Usos for sure.
Fuck it. I'll go with Shinsuke and Boogs then. Fuck it.
I think that look, you said if not now, then when?
I love it.
I think that they will. I think that they're gonna have to be creative going forward with some of the themed pay-per-views, and I wouldn't be shocked to see the Usos like two months from now lose the titles in like a Hell in a Cell match. They haven't done a tag team Hell in a Cell in a little while. I don't think. I can see them losing it then. But
side note, I think this match will be really good. Honestly, I do. I think it'll be a great match.
All right.
Honestly, I could see the Usos winning, but just because I think it would be fun. And there's always one shocking WrestleMania moment, like when Zack Ryder won the title a couple years back. I think this will be like the one moment that is a surprise, I guess. But I mean, it wouldn't shock me to see the Usos go over pretty handily.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah, I could see it going either way, but I think that they'll roll with the Usos. The next match, it kind of surprised me that they added this.
All right.
The New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. So Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Only thing I could think of maybe that they did this was so that the New Day could get some kind of like on-screen payback for Big E getting messed up by Ridge Holland. But I mean, I think the New Day will win.
Yeah, but they didn't build that into the story. They just threw it together. Like you're supposed to put that together yourself. They didn't even get,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I agree with you, but I don't think they like addressed it well enough. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
The original plan was a trios match, right, between Ridge, Sheamus, and Butch in the New Day, right? That was the original plan, anyway.
I would imagine, yeah. That would have been better.
I feel like, Will, you're probably pretty correct here that this is like a chance to give the New Day that win back for Big E and stuff like that. I feel like that's pretty accurate description of this match.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else I could think of. But like I said, I'm going with the New Day. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Ben, you want New Day? I'm gonna go New Day as well. I can't wait to see their entrance as well.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah.
If it was going originally as planned, that trios match, I could see it going the other way. But with the injury to Big E and Xavier coming back from his injury, this just seems like it's tailor-made for the New Day to get some feel-good back on their side.
Yeah. On a side note, I think it would be awesome if they want to continue this little feud, let Reginald be like a honorary member of the New Day. Put Butch in there going forward. I'm talking about.
No.
Bro, him and Butch would work fucking great together. You can see Pete Dunne and Reginald.
No more honorary members of the New Day.
What happened to Big O? He was the best member of New Day ever.
I would rather it be Butch and Sheamus anyway. But
Butch and Sheamus?
Yeah, that would be a better tag team than Muscle Man and Sheamus.
And I hate Reginald's fucking in-ring attire. I hate it.
He's
bro, I barely even know Reginald.
He's one hell of an athlete, man. I will say that.
I agree, Will. No honorary members of the New Day.
Honorary.
You're not wrong.
Hey, look. Hey, so guys, listen to this.
Yep.
I was just going to tell you a fun WrestleMania fact. There's 14 matches on this show coming up, 7 each day. On WrestleMania, let's see, 4, there were 16 matches in one night. In WrestleMania 5, there was...
Well, that was the tournament, wasn't it?
14. No,
Yeah.
four was
Yeah,
the 14.
so-
Yeah. Four was, yeah.
So
Yeah, and there was, there was 14 for WrestleMania 5, and I think WrestleMania 6 was, I'm looking for it now, but I think it's like 18 or something. It's ridiculous. And these were all done in about the same time as these guys will do. 15. And these were like 3-4 hour pay-per-views, just like each night of WrestleMania will be. And they were putting in 14 matches. Kind of crazy how times have changed. But, you had quick matches.
Those matches were like 3 minutes long, though.
yeah, you got 4 minutes,
Bro, the Hart Foundation beat the Bolsheviks in 19 seconds at WrestleMania 6.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty wild.
That's ridiculous.
Big Boss Man beat Akeem in 1 minute and 49 seconds that night.
Not even the fastest match in WrestleMania history.
Nope. Oh, that's at WrestleMania 1, right? Like 11
fastest
seconds.
in history? No.
Yeah.
Fastest WrestleMania match in history was, I want to say 30.
30 seconds?
No, WrestleMania 30.
Oh, Daniel Bryan and Sheamus.
No, this guy, unbelievable. The Rock and Eric Rowan.
Eric Redbeard. Oh, yeah, Eric Rowan.
Oh,
yeah.
learn your history. Unbelievable.
Oh, that was. and how long was it?
Like a second, like 2 seconds.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, bell rang, rock bottom, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh, that was a WrestleMania match. I got to rewatch that. I know I've seen that WrestleMania, but geez, that's kind of crazy.
Come on, man.
Well, for a long time, it was King Kong Bundy beating Special Delivery Jones in 25 seconds. So that was a pretty quick match. But damn, Eric Rowan. Is he still with AEW? I know you guys watch that a little more than I do.
Was he ever? I don't even know.
Yeah, he was Red Beard, I think they were calling him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's see. Seth freaking Rollins versus TBA.
Oh, everybody's
Nico.
got to have a hot take on this. I'm ready.
Yeah, Nico, you're gonna like my hot take, but Nick, who's he gonna wrestle?
Me first?
Yeah, I wouldn't even ask for a winner because you
just want to know who the entrant is. It's
Yeah.
going to be none other than John Cena. Book it.
Okay, I like that, Nick, but
Jonathan
I have a problem
Cena.
with it. I have a problem with that, but go ahead.
ahead.
I'll listen to
Go
everybody else. The problem with John Cena is I think that they would advertise it because it adds to the show. Like people would tune in to see John Cena. People would go
Was
live.
John
to see
Cena advertised at the WrestleMania in New York? Arguably one of the biggest WrestleManias in the past 5 years.
I don't know. Was he?
Not. Nope.
Okay.
I was there.
Cool.
Not advertised.
You're a maniac and you're a world traveler. I like it. Nico, who's it going to be?
The fan in me is so torn right now. I want it to be Bray Wyatt so bad, but I know it's not going to be. And
How do you know it's not going to be?
And I would love for it to be Cody Rhodes, but I know it's not going to be. Fuck, man. I'll go with Bray. That's just me hoping.
I like that.
Bray.
Well, you're no Cody in WWE.
It's gonna wind up being Shane McMahon, man. It's gonna wind up being Shane. It's gonna wind up being Shane.
I don't think it'll be Shane either.
Jonathan Elliott Cena.
I would love for it to be Bray Wyatt.
Ben, what you got, bro?
What? You go first.
Me?
You go before me. Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
He always thinks his takes are the best, right, man?
Yeah, he saves them.
I know. That's why he always waits to go last. He doesn't get to go last this time. He has to go now.
Yeah,
no, he's like Hogan. He doesn't go on if he doesn't go last.
Right,
personally, and I said this, I've seen it a couple other places now, but like I've been talking about it since last week. I think it's going to be The Undertaker. He's already going to be there for the Hall of Fame thing. I think he's going to come out. That's going to be his last match. Yep. And I don't think it'll be a very long match either.
No.
Why would Vince McMahon? Okay, look. Why would Vince McMahon say you're going to wrestle against my choice, and it'd be Cody Rhodes? I mean, why would he bring back Shane to wrestle him?
I agree. That's why I don't think it's going to be them. I just said I want it to be. But no, bro. Why?
Bro.
Undertaker in a live match?
Yes.
No.
In a live match. Bro, you're in. Nick, where's WrestleMania going to be?
Austin. No, Dallas.
Texas.
Okay, you're in Texas. He's going to be there. They've been putting out all this videos of him fucking like punching the punching bags and all this other shit, getting in shape.
Wait. Who
my
is
God.
this the same night as KO and Austin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then, no, they're not doing Undertaker and Austin the same
They
night.
will.
No way.
They will. Yep.
No way.
You'll see.
They will burn the crowd out with the Undertaker coming back. We've seen it before where the crowd's just dead. They blow their load on something like that.
It's the second to last match of night one. The only match after it is Ronda and Charlotte, and that's not going to be a very long match.
Has to be in a legitimate match, bro.
The Undertaker will not want to be in a position where the crowd is disappointed to see him. Cena don't give a fuck.
It wouldn't be.
Bray Wyatt, they would not be disappointed to see him. Yeah, if they are expecting Cody, they will be disappointed to see Undertaker for sure. They would not be disappointed to see Bray Wyatt, so that would be an okay spot. And I don't think Cena quite gives a damn about what the crowd thinks.
Hey Nick, you know how? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question now. I'm gonna take you to court, put you on trial. You're like one of the ones that has taught me that the WWE gives you these little Easter eggs.
All right.
And you point them out to me all the time. What did Vince McMahon tell Seth Rollins the other night?
I don't know, but that was such a long. That was not a good. In his office,
you will know who your opponent is when the bell rings.
Oh,
that's why I think it's the Undertaker.
Oh shit, Will getting deep. That's
deep what I think.
He
Seriously.
did say that. He did say that.
That's
a direct quote.
When his bell doesn't ring, it tolls.
That's or dongs, whatever.
The bell tolls. Okay, number one.
If he said that, I mean,
it's a good catch. It's a good catch.
I really look. Seth Rollins gets the ring. Who is it? Who is it?
Dean Douglas coming to the ring.
But like
Matt Striker.
You couldn't see this. The freaking Seth gets in the ring talking shit. The lights go out, and the Undertaker's music starts. I mean, they would fucking come unglued. And it doesn't even have to be a long match. If he's not in good shape, it could be a 2-minute match. And Seth, but I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for him. Blah, blah, blah.
He is going back in the Hall of Fame again this year, right?
Yeah, this year, yeah.
That is what, the American Badass?
No, it's his first time.
Yeah.
Just as the Undertaker, I think.
As a Taker.
And Vince is the one who is inducting him.
Inducting him, yeah.
Right. All right, Will, you're on to something.
I like the Undertaker.
You've convinced me a little bit, but it's still...
I concede.
I still think my prediction and Nico's prediction has a better chance than that. But you've started to turn me.
We have the better routes, Nick, but I think that Will's on the money here.
I just think it's more feasible. I mean, you got the Undertaker there already. But look, this is the other thing. The Cody thing, I think he's going to come out the night after WrestleMania, and it'll have more of an impact.
That's you're stealing my hot takes. I think he's coming out on Raw too.
Is that what you said?
I didn't say it, but you stole it.
Okay.
Will, you could be right because Seth Rollins is lighter. They've been putting Undertaker in there with some big fucking guys, and he can't work with the big guys anymore. He can't do his moveset with them.
Right.
I think this is a better route for him if he is going to do a live performance, and he probably learned that after working with AJ behind the scenes. So this could be a good route, Will.
Probably. I mean, bro, there were 3 people that I was like, I told my boss, I was like, I really think it's going to be the Undertaker, but I did say, wouldn't it be some shit if it was Bray Wyatt? Because he hasn't done anything. The 90 days is up. You could totally see Vince just screwing with everybody just to do that. And it's not it's not like if a week or 2 ago they came out and said, oh, Bray Wyatt's going to be at WrestleMania. It's not really going to affect ticket sales. It's not. It's for hardcore wrestling fans, And then the other one was Shane McMahon. Whoever said that. Did you say it? You said it. Who said Shane McMahon?
I think he said Shane Douglas.
Oh, no, Nico said Shane McMahon.
I said it's going to wind up.
Oh, you said Shane McMahon.
I said it would wind up being Shane McMahon.
I could see that too, but I think that Shane's probably pretty pissed about the way everything came out about that whole thing. So I think it'll be a little while longer before we see him. I don't know for sure, but we'll
or is Triple H pulling the biggest work of all time?
No. Oh my God! And
Mega work.
Seth started.
Mega work.
That'd be something.
To turn on the Shield.
That'd be something.
You're a dick, dude.
Why? Did I take yours?
That was what I was gonna say.
So
was
sorry.
that
I'm so
Triple
sorry.
H? That it was gonna be
Right.
Triple H.
My bad.
That he's not
My
going
bad.
out with a whimper like that, dude. He's not just gonna curl up and slink off into the night like, oh, I'm done, blah blah blah. The dude's still in great shape. I mean, I know he has like a heart condition or whatever, but he doesn't have to work a hard match.
Right.
But I mean, it'll probably end up being like fucking Gable Stevenson.
I mean, that could be too.
Gable.
Is there any chance that this whole thing is like a freaking rib and it's just like somebody who's like a joke? Like, I mean,
Doink the Clown.
No.
fucking
I
James
feel like-
Ellsworth
I don't
or
think so.
I
Santino.
feel like if Austin Theory wasn't booked, like then it would have been Austin Theory, like Vince's handpicked boy or whatever. But I mean, it literally could be anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
John Cena's a pretty solid choice. Undertaker's a solid choice. I think Bray is a little bit more on the hopeful side. Like that would be really awesome if that happened.
What if we got a different AEW alumni? Maybe a previous partner of Seth Rollins.
Not Dean. Dean is still. He's still.
Little
under
Moxley
contract.
action.
No, he's not
Hey,
under
but-
contract.
He is, but like what I was reading was,
the AEW can do whatever they want, though.
yeah, what I was reading about is that they have like the right to like cancel their own contracts. There's some kind of weird writing in his contract I was reading about.
He won't go
But
back to WWE. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I wouldn't be shocked if he did at some point. But
I also was thinking, because he did say he wanted to end his career in WWE. Chris Jericho was a thing that I heard floating around on the internet a little bit.
he just started a feud last night or 2 nights ago.
Yeah, but he's going on tour. Because
Oh, is
the
he?
only reason I know that is because they're playing 3 hours from me on Friday or next
yeah.
Friday.
Are you
So
going
he's
to go?
going on tour with Fozzy. I won't go because I have to work, but I was just thinking to myself, what would be better than, even though I did just read an article where AEW said that they were encouraging their wrestlers not to work WrestleMania weekend at other shows, because that's often when other shows try to get you to do like big shit that's kind of unnecessary so that they can call attention to themselves. But I guess I don't know. I mean, I feel like the internet wrestling community will be pissed at anything less than Cody Rhodes.
They will.
Is it
Like so
possible?
many people have already made up their minds that it'll be Cody Rhodes. So
Is it
I-
possible? And
also-
will we be? Oh, go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
No, I want to interrupt you. Go.
Okay. Is it possible that it's Veer?
No,
Mahan?
especially because he posted that. Seth posted that
Did he?
Yeah.
What did he
on his
say?
Twitter. He just posted a vignette of Veer, and he posted a vignette of Shane and somebody else as well.
Nick hopes that Veer never debuts.
I hope he
Right,
never
Nick?
debuts. I hope this goes for the next 2 years. Vignettes for
Bro,
years.
cut it out.
That would be
he's supposed
amazing.
to be at SmackDown. Like, isn't that like he's supposed to
amazing.
wrestle this Friday?
I hope he doesn't show
No,
up. I hope
Monday.
it-
Monday.
Flight got delayed.
Yeah.
Oh, the Monday after Raw.
It's a new
Yeah.
excuse.
I mean, the
new
Raw
excuse
after
every
WrestleMania.
couple weeks.
Hell
But
yeah.
another vignette.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Came
It'll
at
be
the
a
air-
big
came
deal
at the
if they like
airport,
something.
just like.
that'd be amazing.
Oh, I want to. One thing about my prediction with John Cena. I agree with you, Will. That it'd be better if Cody came out on Monday.
Mhm.
It would also be cool if Cena came out, fought Rollins, beat Rollins, and then Cody came out to face Cena. Because Cena doesn't fight full time, so it'd be like one of the only chances we get at Cody Cena, and we can get Cody Rollins at SummerSlam. We got time for that. We don't need it right now.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
that's what I'm saying. That would be my best. That's my best outcome. What I want. Cena
Okay.
out there, 5-10 minutes, beats Seth, and then fucking out comes Cody.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Main event. So Vince did say something about you need your own main event. So, but it's scheduled according to this as the second to last match on night one. But if they do switch it to the main event of night one, I would not be shocked. So don't be surprised if that happens. And
They
Nick,
won't.
like you said, you never know, man. I mean,
They
especially
can't-
if
they
it is
can't-
somebody
You
big.
know how much beer is going on in that ring? They can't have matches afterwards. Stone Cold has to go on last. So much beer.
Oh,
There's so much beer
That's-
happening.
okay. Yeah.
That's
So they
night
don't.
one.
Right, and they didn't. Okay, they don't tell when it's going to be. Okay, it's night one, but we don't know exactly what.
No, I think they did announce that KO and Stone Cold are closing the show.
Oh, they are. Okay,
I'm pretty sure they tweeted
to
it.
himself as the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I can go to bed earlier that night then.
Yeah. Also, come on. See, there will probably be a beer truck.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be real cool. All right, so Ronda versus Charlotte, night one. Like I said, I'm gonna go with Ronda only because Ben had me convinced Charlotte was gonna win, and then 3 weeks in a row, Charlotte like beat the crap out of Ronda on Raw and got the upper hand. So I was like, for a while, Ronda was doing better than her every week, doing whatever, making her tap out and all this other stuff. And then all of a sudden, I think that WWE watched our show, heard Ben's point that Ronda had to lose because she was doing good. So then 3 weeks in a row, they made Charlotte look good. So I think Ronda's got to win this match or she's going to look terrible. And don't forget, she still never lost a singles match. She's only lost that three-way where which was still weird, the whole pin thing at last year's WrestleMania, where she wasn't really pinned. Was that 2 years ago? Right, 2 years ago? Her and Becky and Charlotte?
New York, so 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, it was pre-COVID, so 3 years ago, right?
Yeah,
Three.
Yeah,
well, it's been 2 WrestleManias since. Because that was in New York, and then they had the COVID one in Tampa, and then they redid it in Tampa. So it was 2 Manias ago, 3 years.
Okay, so yeah, she's never been lost in a singles,
Put this charger in.
an actual singles match. But all right, Nico, Charlotte and Ronda, what you got, bro?
Oh man, it pains me to say this because Charlotte's my girl, but Ronda Rousey's going over at Mania.
All right, Ben.
Since I picked Becky, I guess I'll have to pick Ronda here.
All right. Nick.
No finish. DQ. Becky interferes.
Okay, I can respect that.
I think Becky lays them both out. Holds both titles back above her head. Says Becky 2 belts is coming. Oh no, sorry. Just holds the one title above her head. She won't have the other belt. She's gonna lift. What are they? The Raw? No, Charlotte's
SmackDown.
Charlotte's SmackDown. Yeah.
All right.
Lay them both out.
And then
maybe
that'll
with
be
a chair, kendo stick, whatever it's gonna be. She's gonna fuck them up.
And then have a 3-way at WrestleMania Backlash.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe just maybe it's just maybe it's for a little while now. Maybe it starts the Ronda Becky story. See how long they can take that.
Yep, that's true.
Or maybe they gotta, she's gotta go do Charlotte first and then Ronda, whatever. But I think that's where they're going.
All right, just give me a number. How many stunners does Stone Cold hit on Kevin Owens? Nick, we'll go the other way. Nick, how many?
I mean, how many can he hit on him? Okay, how many can Kevin get up from?
I'm gonna go with 3.
There's got to be other people that come. It's got to be at least 3, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. At least 3.
Gotta be, right? Yeah.
Ben, 3.
You know what though? I'll go 6. F it. 6.
6. Well, he may hit some security guards. You never know.
That's what I'm saying. It might be other. Maybe Sami Zayn runs out to help him out. Hits him with a stunner. Maybe Vince comes out, stuns him. I don't know.
Yeah, I like it. All right, Ben, you have any number in mind?
I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if that's going to be the main event, and I have to work at 5 a.m. the next day. I'm probably not staying up to watch that.
Yeah, DVR it, man. DVR.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out first thing in the morning the next day.
Nice. All right.
I'm only going with 1. I don't think Steve can get up from more than 1, so I'm just gonna go with 1.
So are we sure this isn't a match? We sure we're going? It's not a full match.
No, they're saying it's an interview.
Yeah, a couple weeks back when Owens and Rollins had their match on Raw, it was for the right to interview Stone Cold.
Yeah, but he also says he's going to kick Stone Cold's ass. He says he's going to kick his ass. I mean, yeah. Well,
KO's going to tell.
You know what? Prediction: bell will ring. Confirmed. Match confirmed.
All right.
Turn it into a match.
The second night, I think this is kind of ridiculous. The first match is Alina and Carmella versus Sasha and Naomi versus Ria and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Basler. The ridiculous part is I feel like they just put this match together with 8 women in it so they could say they had a bunch of the women on WrestleMania. Because if it wasn't for this match, I don't even think the tag titles would even been on the line here. I know everybody thinks that it's going well. Everything I see says Sasha and Naomi are going to win the titles. I'll just throw that out there. But Ben, I'll let you start, and we'll go around. I'll tell you guys what I think is going to happen.
There's definitely going to be new champions. Period. I don't see Zelina and you said Carmella.
Carmella, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see them retaining against those 3 teams for any reason. Yeah, I think the popular pick is Sasha and Naomi, but something tells me that Shayna and Natalya will win the titles here. I don't know why. I just think they're bad bitches, and they're like more of a legitimate threat than any of the other teams. I just think it'll be, and plus I think it'll be fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think most of the other girls are better suited as individual athletes going for a champion, like the singles title, like Sasha, Naomi, and Ripley, and Liv even. I mean, if there's going to be 2 new champions on both shows, potentially, there's a lot of new storylines that are available. So,
yep. Okay. Nico, what you got, bro?
Ripley and Liv.
Nick?
Sasha.
Okay.
Sasha, Naomi.
I am going with Liv and Ria myself. I just think that they have done a good job trying to make them look like an actual tag team. And plus, like, they kind of have Liv. I don't know. It just seems like they've worked a little bit harder at becoming a legit tag team than the others have. Let's put it that way. Like, kind of how the music starts, and they have like their little like nuances when they come out to Ria's music, and she does her thing, and it's just one of those things that I think that they're telling them, you need to be practicing because you're going to be the tag champs. Maybe not, but I feel like they'll take the titles. But I think that this is going to be a freaking cluster for one. Whenever there's 8 people in the ring, it's always a cluster. I don't know exactly how to do it. Fatal 4-way. I don't know if the 4 in the ring at one time, 2 in the ring, whatever. Too many people out there for 4 teams. I don't know. I don't like it. But I do like the next match, actually. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. I'm not even kidding that I'm actually kind of excited about this. And I know that a lot of people are tearing this match up online. But if you think about it.
They shouldn't be, because it's going to be amazing.
Sammy's going to do some fucked up stuff to Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville is going to do some wild shit. Guaranteed. I mean, his whole career has been doing fucking
his boys
crazy.
Are getting involved.
Definitely.
The whole Jackass crew is getting involved. This is the celebrity that goes over, Nick.
I think so.
I agree.
I think so too.
No, you know what? How about this, though? Johnny Knoxville's about to win. Bam Margera out of nowhere with the chair knocks him out.
Yes,
drags
that'd be
Sami,
awesome.
throws him on top of Knoxville.
I would love it. I would love that, but I think we're even going to get Sami beating up Wee Man at one point. I mean, I think it's going to be awesome. The only thing I'd say, and Nico, you're right that the whole crew or whatever, Nick, the whole crew, they should have made this like a Falls Count Anywhere match. That way they could have done shit all over the place and not have to worry about it.
How do you know it's not?
We don't.
It's called, what's the match? It's called an Anything Goes match.
Is it Anything Goes match? Okay.
Anything goes.
All right. Well, there you go, man.
Anything goes.
But yeah, that's true.
Well,
that is true. All right. Well, hey, I like it, man. All right. So Nick, who do you think is going to win this match?
Knoxville. Let's go.
Nico, you said Knoxville. Ben, what about you, man?
He just want to be, do it, man. Come on now, man.
Knoxville, I guess.
All right.
Oh, man,
I just feel like Johnny wouldn't give a shit either way. Like if he were to go over, I feel like he's just there to have a fucking great time. So like I know Nico said this will be the celebrity that wins, and that's probably true because it's better, like press wise for everybody. But I just feel like this would be the one that wouldn't surprise me if Knoxville loses because he doesn't give a shit. He's just there to have fun.
Yeah, that's true. I can see that. Yeah. What are you gonna say, Nick?
I think Sammy's a good sport about it, though. Like, I could see it. I can see.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really good fucking match.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I think so too. The next match, I actually have a take on it, and I'll go ahead and say it first. The next match is Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
Yes.
And I will go ahead and say that I think Pat McAfee wins this match by disqualification, and it continues on going forward for another pay-per-view or two. I don't think there's just going to be, Pat McAfee goes out there, they have the match, Pat McAfee wins, it's over with. And I don't think you could really just have Theory go out there and just kick his ass because Pat McAfee's this big football player that sees him every week. Why wouldn't he get retaliation at some point? I just don't think you could have like a clear-cut winner and loser in this match. So I think I'm going with Pat by disqualification. That's my take on it.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah? Okay.
I like Pat McAfee. You know what? Is there a stipulation in this match?
No.
I don't think so, right? Straight up?
Nope, straight up.
All right. You know what, though? I'm still going to call it. Someone's going through the announce table on this match.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, we're gonna get the announce table involved. Maybe the Spanish announce table.
Nice.
If you ask me who I think is going to win, I'm leaving the show right now, Will. You already know who I'm picking.
The fans, absolutely. All right.
I've been riding the Austin Theory train for so long now. There's no stops left. I'm going all the way to the end.
What is with you two? Both of you guys love Austin Theory so much.
Man, we're Austin Theory fans, bro. We like the
Theory
guy.
marks.
Dude, he's just.
I love it.
Man, he's. I don't know, dude. He's just, he's a stupid guy. Like, his character is just ridiculous, but he looks the part of a wrestler. He wrestles really well.
Yeah,
and his character is just a goofball. And he's got future star written all over him. I mean,
he does.
Why not get on the train now before everybody else does?
I mean, I think that in 10 years we'll look back and he'll be the Miz. You know what I mean? I think that he'll be like that. I think that
he'll be a great champion when it's his turn.
Yeah, I think so. I can see that. All right,
look. Do you think that if Austin Theory and Sammy Guevara switched places, it would take a long time for people to notice? Because
I don't think they'd ever notice, bro.
I don't think they would ever notice.
They'd just be like, what's going on, man?
Nico, who did you pick on that match?
I guess I'm gonna go with. I just think Theory. Shit, man. Pat McAfee's gonna win, but Theory's gotta look very strong, and Pat McAfee's winning.
Theory's going through the table. Sorry, guys.
McAfee has to win. I think it's like you said, Will. It's gonna be to build a future program between the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it as an ongoing thing, definitely. All right, look, this next match is just weird the whole way that they've built it up. RK Bro versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. I mean, it's just bizarre to me. I mean, they even turned the Street Profits heel the other night, right? I mean,
great match.
Just a strange build-up. I mean, Nick, I'll start with you. Go ahead, man. What do you got?
Montez Ford is going to frog leap so high he might hit the Titantron in Dallas Stadium. Teased. Frog splashes galore. It's going to be RKOs all around. This is going to be a hell of a match. Slobber knocker, if I do say so myself.
So basically, Chad Gable and Matt Riddle are going to be the ones taking everybody's big moves all night?
Everything. You know what? I know that here's a take. There's going to be more RKOs in this match than there will be stunners.
I can see that.
Agreed.
I can see that. Who's going to take the
Did
title?
We lose Ben?
I don't know if he got mad about something we said or
got mad. Oh man. Who's going to take the titles? RK Bro is the champ right now, right?
Yeah.
Retain. It's almost time for the Street Profits, but I think they still retain here.
Okay. Nico,
I
what
think
about you,
Street
man?
Profits ultimately beat them later on, but not
Street
yet.
Profits.
Street Profits. Ben,
Street
you're
Profits
back.
are up and they want the
I
smoke.
never left. I don't know what the hell you guys are seeing, but I never left.
Man, that's all right. That's all good, man. Hey, who are you taking in this match? RK Bro.
I heard someone say, I don't remember who it was because I was answering your message, but I heard someone say that it's not quite time for the Street Profits. But I'm going to go with the Street Profits. I think Montez Ford is just too goddamn good. That guy is another one that has future champion written all over him.
Yeah.
Arcade Bros fun as hell, but they don't need the belts to be over and to be popular. And they're fun no matter what they're doing anyway. I think the new title run that they had here where they just picked up the belts again was more just to, I think more people will be interested to see them as the champs going into WrestleMania. But I see the Street Profits winning here. Again, I don't think I'd be disappointed at any team winning. I think Raw's tag division for the first time in years is on fire. So
yeah, I got you. All right, so
I like Street Profits like you guys do. It's just I think the Street Profits can take the titles off RK Bro, and I think they need to really focus on RK Bro's sort of dissension as the reason for them losing the titles. And I don't think they could focus on that on a big pay-per-view. I would rather see that on television rather than I'd see it at WrestleMania. That's just my thought process. So I think they retain here and they got to really start building on that. That's just my let me just defending my theory.
Excuse me. I just assumed
Austin
that
theory.
the title loss would lead kind of to their like dissension. Maybe I don't know. Either way, when that tag team breaks apart, it'll be an awesome match and an awesome build.
Randy versus it's gonna be
when
awesome.
we get Randy versus Riddle, it'll be fantastic.
Yeah. It's actually going to headline WrestleMania 47. It's a slow build.
There we go.
Yeah, but
there we go.
So let me ask you a
probably
question.
be gone by then.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys a question. When is the draft?
The NFL draft?
No.
Didn't they just do the draft a couple weeks back or months back? It wasn't that long ago.
When? When did they do it?
It wasn't that long ago because Becky and Charlotte switched the titles, and that's when they got in their beef and yada, 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 or whatever.
Yeah, they threw the titles at each other.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. When was that?
And another one? What does it matter? They don't even follow the rules anyway. Everybody goes on whatever show they want.
No, I understand. Whatever. Because
I hate it.
I have a feeling. Okay, so it happened in October, and they're saying that it's possible that this year they're going to do it every 6 months instead of every year. Just throwing that out there. So November, December, January, February, March, April. So you could possibly see one at like the end of April. I think that the Street Profits are going to end up on opposite shows. That's why I don't think they're taking the titles. I think that they are going to be solo acts going forward, at least for a while.
Well, Montez Ford will be a solo act. Angelo Dawkins will be headlining Impact, if that's the case.
I think when they split up or whatever, Dawkins will be Montez's manager.
You think?
Yeah, I think it'll be. I think it'll be one of those.
I don't want to hear Dawkins talk. I want to hear Montez talk. He's good on the mic too.
It reminds me of Mike Epps.
I was pretty sure I read somewhere recently that Dawkins had kind of said, like, before the Street Profits thing, like, he wasn't doing much and he wasn't sure where he was going with his wrestling career. And, like, I feel like when they break up, Dawkins is done. So if he's not with Montez in some way. So, because it's evident that Montez is the centerpiece of that what they're doing there, and that they're eventually going to move him forward. So,
I could see them splitting up, but not because they get into a fight. You know what I mean? I can see them being on opposite shows.
Headlining Impact. That's a pretty solid take on that too, though.
That's what I mean. Like, if you split them up, man, you might as well let Dawkins go. You're not going to think of all the guys who are on the roster now that aren't getting the time they deserve.
He could
go back. Going to get any time.
He could go back to NXT and headline some shows, man.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right.
Other guys doing that right now.
Ricochet can't get TV time. You think I'm making TV time for Angelo Dawkins? Come on.
Look, I've got to be the asshole that says Alpha Academy is going to take the titles, even though I don't want them to. I think they'll win the titles back. I think that they're actually decent together.
They're a good tag team, yeah, man.
Yeah. Chad Gable has improved 1,000,000% since the Kurt Angle storyline, huh?
Yes, sir.
Since he should have been Kurt Angle's son.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Alpha Academy, but I just recently saw that. I mean, it's Dave Meltzer, so take it for what you will. But Dave Meltzer had heard that there was rumblings of another name change for Chad Gable.
Oh, Jesus.
So I was like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe they won't be giving the title to Alpha Academy if they plan on changing his name again.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, do you think they are the impetus for bringing in Gable Stevenson? Because he just retired from wrestling. So.
Maybe.
Or he just retired from NCAA wrestling.
You know,
so
that's a great thought, that they wouldn't want anybody to confuse the two. So they changed Chad Gable's name to something else so that Gable Stevenson can still be Gable Stevenson.
If he comes out and he's just Chad.
I'm pretty sure on this show before we've mixed the two of them up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
They're not going to change Gable Stevenson's name.
No.
So
if they make
him coming in as Butch.
If they make him as just Chad, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. It's just going to be Chad.
Name him like Chad Kyle or something like that.
It's just going to be Chad. It's just going to be Alpha Academy, Chad and Otis.
Chad and Otis.
I would make it.
All right. So anyway, I'm going to be the asshole and say Alpha Academy's taking it. All right. Edge versus AJ Styles. Ben, you says your match you wanted to see. Go ahead with it, man. What you got?
I mean, you're not going to like my answer, but who gives a shit who wins this match? It's going to be amazing. I mean...
You're not wrong.
I guess I'd pick Edge because I feel like he hasn't, other than the Miz feud, he hasn't really gotten over a whole bunch. And again, AJ is one of those guys who doesn't give a shit. He just signed another deal, I believe, with the WWE, so he's got the money. And he's a guy that doesn't need to come off a win or anything to be legitimate in any kind of a spot. So, I mean, I guess Edge. I just feel like they'll give Edge a WrestleMania victory here. But again, like I said, who cares? I think this match is going to be amazing.
All right.
Yeah, you're right. Edge for sure.
Nico?
I agree. Edge.
All right. First of all, Nick, I'm going to tell you this. It's going to be a good match. It won't be anything close to AJ versus Jinder Mahal in a steel cage at Starrcade, but
phenomenal.
Anyway, I'm actually going with AJ. I think he's going to counter a spear with a phenomenal forearm, and that's going to be the end of it.
How? Wait, what?
No, he's going to counter with the Styles Clash.
I don't know if
I
Edge
feel like
it's
the opposite, Will. AJ's going to get countered going for the forearm and get absolutely destroyed.
Annihilate it. Exactly.
They've taken way too much time changing everything about Edge with his heeledness now, his new song. His gear is going to be different for WrestleMania. And like I said, AJ doesn't mind doing the job. I mean, he doesn't give a shit. And I just feel like they've put too much time into Edge to waste it on losing, but I don't know. I mean, either way, I think AJ is going to eat a fucking spear from hell going for that forearm.
That could happen. All right, look, the next match, I said something to Nick about this yesterday, so let me go ahead and throw this out there. Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Lashley looked like he's a face on Monday night. I got a feeling that Omos wins this match, and somehow MVP gets introduced as his new manager. That's my take. Omos obviously can't talk. If Bobby's going to be a face, he doesn't need MVP at all because MVP is he's too slimy at this point. He's not going to turn face with Bobby Lashley. So that's where I'm going with it. That's my take. Nico, you haven't had any hot takes tonight besides Bray Wyatt. What you got, man?
Omos wins this fight clean.
Clean?
Wow.
Clean.
All right. Ben, what you got?
I mean, I agree with Nico. I think that Omos wins this fairly clean and fairly quickly.
God, I hope not.
I don't think Bobby's 100% from the injury yet.
Why'd you say God? I hope not.
Because that would bury Bobby.
But why is that burying him and not going all in on Omos?
It is. But like you had Bobby have like a competitive match with Brock. So if he comes out there and just gets his ass kicked fairly easy by Omos, number one, you're saying Brock is not that tough. And number two, you're saying Bobby's just basically like, I don't know, a powder puff.
You could sell it that he came back too early from the injury.
You could.
He could have attacked the injury, yeah.
Yeah, you could sell it. He shouldn't have came back. He's, all his ego got the best of him.
Post concussion syndrome, something like that.
You could sell it.
Supposedly now it wasn't even his head; it was actually his shoulder. They just did the head thing to mask that. Nick, who you think's going over in this match?
I agree with my man Nico.
Everybody,
Omos, clean, strong,
yeah. Clean,
clean and strong.
I just don't see them keeping him by himself. I mean, I don't know. I think
swim, kids. Sink to swim.
He cannot lose, and unless it's disqualification, he cannot get pinned. Yeah.
No, I agree. I said keeping him by himself, though. I think
what you're saying is right, Will, that he'll get potentially MVP, but I think it'll take Lashley losing this match for MVP to lead.
Okay.
Yeah, to lead.
I can see that too.
What if he beats Lashley and MVP's having conversations with both of them? What if MVP brings them together and now we have a fucking bona fide tag team that just is unstoppable,
but never loses?
Also a possibility.
Might be something. A lot of the tag teams are Raw right now, like you said. Just saying.
Yep.
If Bobby can't get any headway in the championship arena, then why not?
Yeah, I mean, that's something. All right. Main event. It's the most, what is it? The most what match ever, Nico?
What?
Stupendous.
All right, the most stupendous, man.
Vince is like serious on the stupendous shit. All right. And it's the biggest match in WrestleMania history, apparently. Oh, hold on one sec. Back to what I was saying real quick. MVP being with Omos, I could see it being like the modern day Andre and Bobby Heenan. Andre was so much better when Bobby Heenan was with him because he actually had somebody to talk shit to back up his destruction. That was my whole point with the Bobby Lashley thing. I just want to throw it out there. Anyway,
I said that in my head, Nick. I just want you to know. As soon as he said modern day, I said it in my head.
It goes right to it. I can't help it.
Hell yeah! All right. So we got Brock, who is the WWE champion, versus Roman, who's the Universal champion. The winner of this is going to be the Galactic champion. What we got? Nico, I'll start with you, man.
A descendant of The Rock, man. It's all about Roman.
Let's go.
All right.
It's Roman. It's his time. He the one.
Ben?
Ben's going Brock?
I am.
The ponytail? Wow.
Nick?
Yeah, Roman. Let's go. Bloodline.
I just have to defend my pick real quick. I've been saying
I want to hear it.
I've been saying for many, many, many months, this is before we knew where we were going with this, that I thought Roman deserved some time off and that I thought he was going to lose at WrestleMania. He's been going for like almost 450 or 460 or more days, probably closer to 500 days at this point, nonstop. This guy's been the workhorse for the company. And I just feel like I can't have said all that stuff in the past and not stand by my word. So
it's for that reason, though, right? Like that's why he would get this title as well, like to be the one that unifies them and hold both of those titles and to be the baddest motherfucker there. Like that solidifies him.
Like I said, I'm not going back on my word. What I said for the last few months.
It'll be 581 days.
You gotta stand by your guns. But I mean, that's that dude right there. Listen, this is I can't see him losing. I think Brock is going to lose. I think Brock goes away for a little while. You know,
especially with
that's
that
his deal.
staph
Show up
infection
for a
in
little
his
bit,
nose.
you know? Like, and then, yeah, it's tough. I think it's going to be a hell of a barn burner. I think this is going to be a brawl.
Yeah, me too. Ben, it'll be
I think they're going all
581
out.
days. 582 days because it'll be Sunday. Okay. All right. I'm going with Brock Lesnar. That's been my pick for a while.
Way to be wrong.
I just think that they built up Roman so strong and so good for so long. Eventually, eventually he's going to have to drop the title. I think this is the right time to do it. Like Ben said, maybe even take a few months off and then pick up, some big feuds going into the summer. With his health and everything, like obviously his health is good right now. He's still got to be tired as fuck traveling all the time and stuff. Ben had said something about that months ago, and I was like, yeah, he probably could use a break. And plus, he's been like talking about doing movies and stuff like that. Who knows, man? Maybe he's got a cameo lined up or something. He was in that Fast and Furious, that horrible Fast and Furious movie, Hobbs and Shaw. It's got to be the worst one ever.
No shit, I didn't even know he was in that.
Yo,
Yeah.
wasn't Brock Lesnar the fucking champion and just not showing up for the longest amounts of time?
Nick,
Yeah.
why'd you make the
he
Nick,
don't
why'd
have
you
to
make
drop the title just to leave.
Exactly.
It wasn't. Hobbs and Shaw was not that bad.
Exactly.
It was
Not
so
the worst
bad.
of them.
Oh my god, it was the worst.
We
one
can
ever.
have Roman as a unified champion and still get a movie star. Like that.
Yeah, it
there's
could be,
nothing
but
to that.
It could be, but like I said, I think he's going to take a little
but
break.
like he's not working every week though. There's some weeks where he's just in a vignette, sitting at the head of the table, just in his fucking suit, just handing down orders.
Is he not doing a lot of live events too?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Are they even doing as many live events as they used to though? Too
Not as much, but
they're
getting close to getting back to full-time schedule soon. That's what I was reading about today, actually. I think he said by like the middle of the year they'll be back on a full-time deal, whatever. So anyway, yeah, I got to go with Brock. And I think there will be all kinds of craziness going on. I think that
you're gonna have some Paul Heyman interference one way or the other.
The Usos will both be getting F5'd a few times. I don't know. I think it'll be something, but yeah, I see Brock winning. Also,
does The Rock show up?
No.
If The Rock shows up, it's only if The Rock shows up, it's only to screw over Roman Reigns.
What if it's just like match one, Roman's holding the belts up and Rock just comes out top of the stage, just giving him a little look, just staring him, just a quick look, let him know he's watching,
Or if he comes out and celebrates with him. He could come out and celebrate with him.
I don't know, man. I think you just gotta come out and give him a quick look. You can build on that for a good month or two. You don't need to Rock there every week to build up a Mania story next year,
That's true too.
You just give him a little I see you.
Yep. All right. Nick, you said you had some hot takes. Or did you tell all of them already?
My hottest take was the John Cena beating Rollins and Cody fighting
I like
Cena.
that. I like that a lot. I didn't even think about him.
And Becky interfering on the Ronda Charlotte match. Those are my hot takes.
All right. Ben, any other hot takes you want to throw out there?
I don't know, man. I just think like the biggest moments for this weekend will be who's Seth's actual opponent. Because what you do there is going to tell a lot of the future stories moving forward. And the Brock Roman match, of course, will be the biggest story of the weekend. So,
Nico, any other hot takes from you, bro?
Nothing for Mania, but Bray or Cody's coming back the Monday after if you don't see him on Mania.
Something just occurred to me, guys.
I'm speaking it into existence, man. We getting them boys.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Something just occurred to me, guys, and I have a question for you. Is it possible that Vince McMahon went into his bag of tricks, called up his old rival to fight Seth Rollins? You know who the old rival is? Nick?
Steve Austin?
Donald Trump.
Ben?
Donald Trump.
Vince McMahon's old rival?
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff.
No.
Vince Russo.
Undefeated. God. Remember when Vince fought against
Vacant?
God? Maybe
Oh.
God is Seth Rollins' opponent, bro. There it is, man.
Vince McMahon is Seth Rollins' opponent.
So let it be written, so let it be done.
Can you imagine Vince McMahon going down with the black tank and the black pants?
Oh, God, man. At 70 something.
Millionaire
Right?
shit.
Maybe it'll be Vince, bro.
That's what he said. Oh, man. That would be insane.
That would be absolutely epic, bro.
Is there anybody else out there that, I mean, it would
Tears
even be
both
worth
his
it?
quads. Tears both
Right. Okay, so let's be like completely no takes involved. Like, what does your brain tell you who it's gonna be? Like, if you're not being like,
who
for Seth, who's his opponent gonna be? Like, if logic were to tell you who it's gonna be, like, who's it gonna be?
Shane McMahon.
I fully believe in Cena. I really think that's the best
Shane
option.
McMahon. Based off of how ridiculous and stupid fucking WWE is, Shane McMahon. We know who they should be. We've named the people they should be.
Do they have to do this right? Like, do they have to give the fans, if they're not going to give the fans Cody?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Right.
If they're not going to give the fans Cody, like, who do they have to give?
Bray. You motherfucker. If you're not going to give, it has to be Bray if you're not going to give them Cody.
Does Cena get booed? Does Cena get booed out of the building if it's him?
No. They will go nuts for Cena.
They will go absolutely berserk for Cena. There's going to be kids in that audience, bro.
Could it be Batista?
Yeah. Hey, look. I don't talk about John Cena at all. My 2-year-old son goes crazy over fucking John Cena right now, and I don't even talk about that motherfucker in my house. They love him.
That's awesome. That's what's up, man.
That's why I'm saying, if you're not giving him Cody, it has to be someone that's not going to get booed out the building. That's why I think it's going to be a Cena, a Bray Wyatt, something like that.
But Cena might not get booed out of the building, but they will still be pulling for Seth. You're going to hear them chanting his music.
Yeah.
All I can
bring back Bray Wyatt, they're pulling for Bray
All
Wyatt.
I can picture, dude, is the internet fucking burning wrestling down if it's John Cena instead of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but that's adults, man. That's what
I think Cena, I think Cody.
Those are the people who are paying for the product, though. Like, little kids aren't going to wrestling shows by themselves. They're not buying merch by themselves.
You and I both are still going to go buy that John Cena T-shirt when our child asks for it, though. You and I both are still going to pay for Peacock when they ask.
My daughter doesn't like wrestling.
Okay, that's great. You have a daughter. I have a boy, and he fucking loves that shit. Will, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. If your child wants it, you supply it.
If Nick wants it, I'm going to buy it for him for Christmas.
That's right. Yes.
You know, like you do what your kids want. We can bitch and complain all we want, but it's about the kids at the end of the day. It's not a TV mature rating anymore. It's a little child product now. It's PG.
Yep. That's true.
I mean, they already have
these questions and more will be answered.
Listen, I'll tell you what the ultimate fuck you to the crowd would be. Is if Braun Breaker doesn't win the title back from Dolph Ziggler Saturday during the day, and he ends up being Seth Rollins' opponent that night. That would be a fuck
Is
you.
NXT on during the day?
Yes.
No, it's got to be something that the crowd's. It's got to be something the crowd's gonna pop for.
I wouldn't be shocked. I'm just saying.
But let's all remember, in New Orleans, when everyone thought that we were gonna get this amazing surprise, Braun Strowman's tag team partner was a child.
Nicholas. It was Nicholas.
It was young Nicholas. Who did we all think it was going to be? We all thought it was going to be like Jericho or something, right?
Yeah.
I can't even remember who everybody was saying it was going to be.
Yeah, I don't even know, man. That's crazy, though. You are right about that.
Yeah, right. And remember that little cage that Eric Rowan carried around for weeks, and we thought it was going to be something awesome in there, and it was some shitty fucking Halloween mechanical spider thing.
Oh,
my God.
That was god-awful.
The worst.
Who did they think that was going to be his partner? It was someone big, and we were let down. It was funny.
Yeah, and he's like looking around the building. We thought he was going to find him. Yeah, that was.
I thought he was gonna pull like people thought it was gonna be like Kenny Omega or something, probably.
It's gonna be fucking MJF, dude, coming out wrestling Seth Rollins.
That'd be something crazy.
That would be pretty epic.
It would be. Yeah, I don't even know, man. All right, so I think they thought maybe it was going to be. Did they think it was going to be Elias, Nick? Braun Strowman's partner?
No.
God, what if it's Elias that's wrestling Seth Rollins?
It's not going to be Elias. It's not going to be Elias. If it's Elias, it's a misdirect. Like, if it's someone like that, where you see Elias or, like, someone like that where it's, like, a small-time person, it's a guaranteed misdirect.
The person's coming later. Yeah, they're coming later in the match.
Yeah, like that. Elias is going to fake come out and Cody's coming. Like, that's 100%.
I also wouldn't mind seeing Cody, like, shown early. Like, we know he's back. He's sitting in the crowd like Cena did that one year. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. And then you're just waiting for which match is he going to interrupt. Who's he coming for? Yeah. Because there's so many routes you could fucking go with him.
That's true. All right,
Nick.
Nick.
Interrupt the Edge and AJ program. He could interrupt so many programs. You'd be like, oh, fuck. This is going to be great.
All right, Nick. I pulled up the article. And the top 5 guesses, like the top 5 hottest rumors on the internet at the time. And I didn't even see this yet, but number 5 was Elias. Number 4 was Samoa Joe. Number 3 was Kane. Number 2 was Cena. And number 1 was nobody. Those were the top. Those were the top.
I think
5
those are just
choices.
the top 5 like most logical choices. I just
Maybe.
think there was like rumors of like.
Okay.
Those are all people who like worked at the company. I just remember it being like, a big. Someone thought it was going to be a big return, or like, obviously AEW wasn't a thing at that time, but like there was going to be like a big signing.
Yeah. Oh, Batista, The Rock, Jericho, Rey Mysterio, and Bobby Lashley.
I think Jericho is what people were. What I
You're
think.
probably right.
Because Bobby Lashley came back the next night. I think it was Bobby Lashley because he premiered on the Monday.
Gotcha. All right, fellas, we will talk about this next week and more. Have a happy WrestleMania weekend. Nick, anything on the way out?
No.
Peace out, bro.
All good. I can't wait to see some of these matches and get up with you guys afterwards.
Yeah, for real. Nico, anything on the way out?
Nah, man, it's gonna be a great fucking weekend. Can't wait for it.
Hell yeah. Ben, anything on the way out?
Austin Theory, bro.
Austin Theory. What a mark.
The Austin
I love
Theory.
him.
All right, fellas, you be good, and we will see you next time.